Do you want to get 62 marks in company law? Yes, we are back with the series where we analyze the answer papers of our students when they have given the ICSI papers and how they got 62 marks. And today is Jashwant's paper. Jashwant has been a student of Ekcel Academy and he has got 62 marks in company law. We will be looking at the answer paper which he has written and we have got an extract of that, and you will know how you can also score 62 marks in company law. So please watch this video till the end and see how to present answers and how you can score 60 plus, and in this case 62 in company law.
Yes, so let us look at how our student Jashwant has scored 62 marks in company law. So as you can see, 60 marks is what he has scored and 2 marks is for rationalization which has been added. So this way the total marks is 62. So if you see here, very interesting, what I want to tell you is, so initially he has got actually less marks here, 1, 2, 2 and all of that. Then he has got about half the mark. Then if you see here in 5th question, he has scored very good marks. And then finally that is added up to 60 and with rationalization 62. So what should you understand? It is okay that if some questions, whatever you know, if you write, you will get at least 1 mark, as you can see. The problem is students don't write what they know. They think, oh, I don't know this question. For 4 marks or 5 marks, I can't get a full mark, so I don't even attempt. It's okay. End of the day, when you attempt for everything, you will be able to get marks. So now let us see, for example, comment on the following. Provisions of companies that failure to distribute dividend always attract punishment. So this is a 5 marks question, and for this, he has scored 4 marks. So first they've given 5, then they've cancelled it, and then they've given 4 marks. So let us see how he has presented. So what is the question relating to? Comment the following, and they're telling, referring to provisions of Companies Act. Very clearly you have to refer to provisions of Companies Act. Failure to distribute dividend always attracts punishment. So distribute dividend, all of that, we have section 123 which comes into picture. So dividend, what is it? Distribution of profits for shareholders. So this is a very simple language. This is exactly how I teach also in the class. So I'm so happy that Jashwant has written that. Dividend as once declared, it cannot be revoked. Very good. If you see here, he has written in point, and the language is very simple English. Don't think you have to write complicated word. You have to write simple language, which is very good for you, and you'll get marks. End of the day, person who is correcting is also a company secretary. They also want to read simple language. They don't want to read textbook language, bare act language. Then the company should transfer the dividend amount the scheduled bank within 5 days from the date of declaration. So he has told the provisions when they should declare. Very good. Then dividend should be paid to shareholders within 30 days. Okay, so that is the next rule which he has told as per section 123. When company contravenes the provisions, every director is liable to pay penalty under Companies Act. Very good. You don't have to write exactly what is the penalty. You can write what is the you can just tell penalty will be paid. Failure to distribute attracts punishments, and there are some exceptions. See, very well presented. So when dividend cannot be paid within 30 days due to operation of law, that means it is not the mistake of the company, but it is because of operation of law. So he knows the provision very well presented. When the shareholders gives directors payment of dividend and company couldn't comply with the directions of the same has been communicated to the shareholder. Again, condition has been mentioned. Then when there is dispute regarding the right to receive dividends, like who is the shareholder, if we have a question and company has not given, so company is not responsible, company is not liable. When calls of unpaid shares debts are not paid fully by shareholder, dividend is adjusted against it, so you don't have to pay dividend. That is an exception. When default arises, which is part of the contract of control of the company, which is not under control of company. So company's mistake is not there over here, right? I think you are getting the picture. So in the above cases, company and directors will not attract punishment. So very well presented, and he has got 4 marks. Actually, he has not written the section number. So if you write the section number, you would have got 5 out of 5. See, first they've given 5, then they've given 4. Still very good presentations. I always tell, please write section numbers, and if you want a list of important sections, you can WhatsApp us on this number 973-973-3400. We have a list of important sections which we can give it to you for free. You can just note those sections. So next, this is a question relating to practicing company secretary. Opinion of the board: in case of merger of wholly owned subsidiary into parent company, there is no requirement to convene equity shareholders unsecured creditors meeting. So this, he doesn't know all the points, but whatever he has written, again, if you observe, he has written in point format, not paragraph. See here also, what I like in the first answer, he has written in points, he's given exceptions, and most importantly, this answer has both quality and quantity. That is what is required. I know it's hard to write 180 minutes, so many things, but you have to if you want marks. So he's written whatever he knows in points. Since all the points are not correct, he has got 1 mark. So please write what you know. Don't hesitate. See, it is better to get at least 1 mark, correct? It is better to get 1 out of 5 than 0 out of 5? Yes or no? Obviously, yes. It is better to get 1 out of 5. So please do that. Then next question also, he has given facts of the case. He has mentioned the fact. Then he has mentioned the provision. What is the provision as per Companies Act? And then the conclusion. So 2 marks is what he has scored. Because the points are not correct. Points are not fully correct. He has got 2 marks. But the presentation is good. If you see here, facts, provision and conclusion. So it is a case law question. Correct? Case law question. So this is what is required. Next, every holder of securities of a company may at any time nominate any person to whom his securities shall vest in the event of his death. If somebody dies, what will happen to their shares? So again, see here, such a nice, simple presentation. Points. You should really learn this from Jashwant. Everybody who is watching this. See, all the points are not correct, but because it's in point, at least the person will feel like giving 2 marks. Otherwise, you'll get 1. Or if they're not in a good mood, they may give you half. Correct. When you write in points, invariably you get more marks. This is important for you to understand. So, what is this provision relating to Chief Financial Officer of the company? Appointment of internal auditor. So, existing employee of company who is chartered accountant have experience of internal audit in the past. Cannot be appointed. Can be appointed. So, they've given scenarios. So, you need to know provisions of section 138. Correct? Internal auditor. So, first thing is very nice. Jashwant has given. He has given the eligibility criteria. Who should appoint internal auditor? So, that has been mentioned clearly. So, following private companies are also required. That means if you have turnover of 200 crore, if you have outstanding loan of 100 crore, see the criteria is very important. So when you write this, first the person who is correcting your paper will know that okay, this person knows the law. This is important for us to know. And finally, conclusion. See, they had actually given only 1 mark. Then they've given 2 because so many points are there. Everything is correct, and he has given a nice conclusion. Presentation is right. Though the answer is wrong here, presentation is right. So you have got 2 marks. So don't hesitate to write whatever you know. Please write it. You will get the mark. Next is a distinguish between question. So ideally for distinguish between, it is better if you make 3 columns. That is the point of difference. That means how it is different. Then the first topic and the second topic. Transfer will come here. Transmission will come here. Then write the points. This is a better way to present. But still he has just written here what it is. So you have got 2 marks. But same thing if you presented like format of a table, you can score even 4 out of 4, 5 out of 5 in difference between questions when you write like that. Okay. Next is relating to charges. So section 77 to 87 charges. Non-filing of charges, the reward against company as a going concern. So what is the answer? So he has again written in points. If you see here, that is what I want you to observe, and very good number of points. Since everything is not correct, they have given 1 mark, and they have been a little strict in correction. Easily you can give 2 marks for this kind of answer. So another case law question which is for 3 marks. So for 3 marks, see how nicely is written. Let us take a look at it. ABCD Limited is listed company and its financial results are about to be discussed and approved in the board meeting to be held on 20th July. Referring to Companies Act and SEBI LODR, answer the following. So they've given you the facts about the listed company and that they're going to be approving the financial results in the board meeting. So what should we analyze? A compliance requirement regarding intimation to the stock exchange about meeting of the board discussing annual financial results. When should you do that? Circulating the financial reports to shareholders who hold shares in demat form. Presenting financial reports by listed company on its website if the listed company entity has subsidiaries. What should you do if you have subsidiaries? The listed company, if its financial results are to be discussed in board meeting, intimate stock exchange about this before 5 days of the meeting. So ABC Limited should intimate before 15 July. So very nice. First he has written what is the law, then he has applied the law and he has given the answer in this form of analysis. So see here, very and it's such a simple language. So even when we speak, we say no. So this is how it is. Like that, keep it in a simple conversational language, you will get marks. Keep it simple, I'm telling you. It makes a big difference. Next one. Financial reports is to be discussed and approved by the board meeting should be sent to all the shareholders. So again, he has given the law and answer. Answer over here with respect to the case law. He has connected the question with the answer. ABCD should circulate the financial reports to shareholders who hold shares in dematerialized form. Again, just see the simple logic, simple connection. Amazing. The listed entity should publish on its website the approved financial statements or reports. ABCD should publish on its website. Super. What is the law and what should the company do with respect to the case law question over here? Presenting financial report. So this way, you are not simply writing the law, you are connecting the question to the problem. So in real life also, we have to connect the law to the real life situation which you are going to interpret. That is the role of a professional. So for this question, which is 3 marks, he has scored 3 out of 3 because of the law is presented, it is in point, You have written the law, you have written the analysis, you have written the connection to the case law question. What should that company do? So when they've given you some name in the question, please use in the answer. Students don't do that. Simply they keep go on writing what is the law. You should always apply the law, and that is the job of a chartered accountant, company secretary, lawyer. Our job is to apply the law and implement it and interpret it, right? So that's how it works. So next 2 marks has been given. So from here I will not be going like deep into each one, but just show you that see the presentation, provisions, facts of the case, and again conclusion. What should we do? So Amrita is given in the question. So Amrita is also over here. So wonderful analysis, very well written. So 2 out of 3, which is also very, very good mark. Excellent. So next question again. So see here in these case law questions, the thing is he has scored 4. If you see here, it's a 5 marks question. So 4 out of 5 is 80% of the marks. So in some questions you'll get 80%, some questions you'll get only 20% of the marks, some questions you'll get 50% of the marks. So but attempting for 100 is important. When you attempt for 100, you have this combination. So when you attempt for 100, chances of you getting 60 plus is very high. Even if you don't get 60 plus, you can get 50 plus. But important is attempt for 100 and write whatever you know. You can't write what you don't know, right? That's why. Okay, wonderful. So see here the presentation again points, and if you see here, he has left a little space here, then started the next point, left a line here. All these, see how your answer look is also important. Of course, your knowledge is first priority, but second is your answer should look presentable. Even if your handwriting is bad, don't put. Then the calculation is also done very well. Then what is available amount in the reserves? So 4 marks has been given. Excellent analysis, very, very well done. So again, see here in this question they've given relating to the provisions of Companies Act. Okay, that is deposit related provisions. That is section 73 to 76A. Those provisions they have been asked. So how much amount deposit can be accepted? So they've given a scenario and they have asked the questions given 5 questions. That means 1 question is 1 mark. So here 5 marks, 5 questions, 1 mark, 1 question. So in the answer also you should write like that. Correct? Answer also you should write like that. Facts he has written, very good. Then in the conclusion for each one, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since the answers are wrong, he has got 1 mark. But the thing is, you will get marks if you write whatever you know. So this is important for you to analyze that no matter what, present in the same style, have a consistency, you will get the mark. Now they have asked drafting a specimen resolution. So resolution is not drafted well, so only 1 mark. But see here, just so much he has written, he has got 1 mark. So this 1 mark also will add up. See, if you want 60 plus, all these things add up. That is why I wanted to show this paper to you. And every student's answer analysis is very, very useful. So our Ekcel Academy students, we want to really thank them. Yes, they took coaching from us, they got good marks, but they are also wanting to help others. So when we told them, they were more than happy to give their papers. And this is something which we want to thank. So unlisted company is there, 1100 shareholders are there. Okay, so again they've given 4 questions, so 4 marks. So provisions has been given, facts of the case has been given. Then in the conclusion for each of the scenarios, so everything is perfect. 4 marks has been scored. Very, very good. So I'm not going to go to each and every question, but if you see here from now on, the style of presentation is excellent. See the points wise how it is written, very, very well, and full marks, 4 out of 4. Excellent. Next, 4 out of 4. So the style is same. Some places you got only 1 out of 5, some places you got 4 out of 4, some places you got 2 out of 4. So it doesn't matter, just keep consistency and write everything. Plan your time, do your time management, write mock exam, you can do well. So again, this is a question relating to circulation resolution with respect to directors. So can this be done? It is given and 4 marks has been scored. Wonderful. Great. So again 3 marks out of 4 has been scored. Then in 6th question 2 marks has been scored. Then for each question there's a different 1 mark, so 3 marks has been scored. You can have a look at it. So very, very well presented, very, very well done. So finally with all of this together you are able to score 60 out of 100 and you got 2 marks for rationalization, 62 out of 100, and finally you will do well. So this is possible in company law. So if you do want to score like this, you can get in touch with us, 973-973-3400. We can share this paper with you. You can share this paper, you can have a look at it. Just have to WhatsApp this number and we'll share this with you. You will get to know how you too can score high marks like this. So with this I conclude this video and I will see you in the next answer paper analysis, and you too can know how to score good marks.